Hi everybody and welcome to another edition of Sports Like Sports Talk. I'm your host Jim Toth, and today we're talking midget football, specifically Midget Football League of Manitoba. Joe Doiron joins us, the president. How are you, sir?
I'm great. It's a pleasure to be here, Jim.
It's a pleasure to have you, the president. It's big time. I saw you pull up in your limousine and the Secret Service guys came out, and not that quite established, but still Winnipeg midget football and midget football across Manitoba, very well established, and we're getting ready for some seasons.
Well, Midget League has been around in different forms over 50 years now.
Right.
It's taken on different age groups at different times. Right now it's 15 to 17. We have teams located in Winnipeg as well as rural areas, Pembina Valley,
right,
and Eastman based in Steinbach, and we're happy to welcome the Interlake this year to the league.
First year Interlake's in the league, and I would think in these smaller communities it's pretty popular and big, but just give us an idea of what it takes to actually get this put together, because I don't think the average person or the average fan knows what it is when you're talking about equipment, organizing, all that stuff. It's quite the undertaking.
It's a big job, and as the league teams are mostly involved with the communities in which they play, we get a lot of assistance from those communities in providing equipment to the players. But in terms of time commitment, you need some real dedicated people. And Eastman, they service the whole southeastern Manitoba, based in Steinbach. And Pembina Valley joined us last year. They cover Morden, Carman, Winkler, and all the communities in and around that area. So someone really has to go out and make the effort to make this work. Right,
and it bodes well for the province, because football's not an easy program to get underway and maintain. And the fact that it's growing right now is an attribute to the fact that Manitoba is a football province, and there's a lot of people that want to play this.
Well, the high schools are growing. They've got 32 teams out there, and they're doing a great job for their kids. But not every high school provides an opportunity for players to continue to reach a level where they can get noticed.
Right.
And that's where we come in. We're happy to take any player who wants to play. And like I say, moving into rural Manitoba now, we're opening opportunities there.
Right. So this is, in a lot of ways, it's a league on its own, but also maybe a feeder league to some high schools, or a chance for kids who don't have a program to get to play the game.
Yeah, we don't look at it as feeding high schools, although the communities do feed high schools.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that we've got 13, 14-year-olds that are going to go to high schools that have football programs, and they're going to stay there.
Yeah.
But there's an awful lot of other kids who want to continue to play at a higher level. So we feed the Rifles. We have seen more going towards the University of Manitoba who have previous midget league experience and have gone through the Rifles program, or even the grade 12 program in a high school.
Yeah. And this is the history of this, and you mentioned there's been different age groups over the year, and let's just talk about that, because it's been in different facets throughout the years. But somebody like the St. Vital Mustangs, 60 plus years they've been involved in some form of the midget minor program.
Well, St. Vital has been around for over 65 years now. They were mainly more of a senior league, from 14 on up.
Right.
To what used to be great junior football here at one time. And football is cyclical. And after the Mustangs were moved out of Glenlawn into Maple Grove Park, they eventually took over the Dakota Community College football program, and now it's become a 7 to 22 age group that plays out of there.
And this is, like I was at the Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame dinner a year or two ago, and there was a St. Patel team, St. Patel Mustangs team that was going in. So this has always been a football province. I don't have to tell Manitobans that, but this is really where it starts. This is some of the grassroots programs that help feed the other systems, and like we said, the university and whatnot. But there's been some great teams come out of the St. Patel Mustangs area.
Oh, well, they're originally called the Bulldogs.
Right.
And then became the Mustangs. There's a great history there, and I know that people in St. Patel are really working hard to try to archive a lot of this.
Right, yeah.
And certainly the alumni want to come by and drop off any pieces of memorabilia they have.
Yeah.
And it's the same for the other clubs, North Winnipeg Nomads, Fort Garry Lions, Transcona Nationals.
Right, yeah.
They all look to see their alumni come back and get involved there too.
Fort Garry Lions recently celebrated their 50th anniversary a couple of years ago, I believe. New stadium for them as well. New facility, anyways.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say stadium in this province because we're still waiting for the big one, but some facilities. There's just a lot of tradition with these teams and organizations throughout the years.
There's huge tradition there, and well, we're looking at Fort Garry to really rebound and become a force again in this league.
Right.
And same Transcona, they're in a rebuilding program. There are areas, as St. Patel, that have been impacted by a high school of late.
Right.
St. Patel last year, Fort Garry the year before, and Transcona the year before that. And it has an effect on how many players you're drawing, but
Right.
There's a lot of players out there who want to continue, and proportionately, we have the same impact in terms of promoting to the next level at other leagues too.
Well, let's talk about the league itself. There's 7 teams now, and if there's somebody watching this and wants their child, or there's a kid out there who wants to get involved in this, how can they go about that?
Well, it's 8 teams now with the Thunders coming in. Yeah.
The expansion team, that's right.
The expansion.
Do we call it an expansion team? Or?
Not really. They're going to have a fair number of experienced players who came out of the Stonewall Rams.
Right.
And then they're going to be drawing in players from other areas. So their numbers are quite good. Last we heard was 45 to 50.
Wow, that's all
players
right.
registered. And I was at their AGM, and I saw there's some big kids out there.
Yeah.
So, they're coming into the league well established.
Right.
And I think they're going to do very well.
Awesome. That's always well. That's good for the